I was 73 years old. My husband had been dead for 2 years, and one morning I woke up and I wanted someone to touch me. Not in any dramatic way, not the way you might think. I just wanted to feel a hand on my shoulder, on my arm, something warm, something real. And I lay there in that bed, our bed, and I felt so ashamed of myself I couldn't move. My name is Margaret. I'm 82 years old. I've lived in the same house in Ohio for 41 years. I taught piano to children for 3 decades. I raised 2 kids. I buried my mother, my father, my sister, and my husband. I have lived what most people would call a good life. And for most of that life, I didn't know I was numb. Hank was a good man. I want to say that first, because what I'm about to tell you is not about him failing me. He didn't. He was steady, reliable, kind in the way that reliable men are kind, quietly, without fanfare. We were married for 44 years. We had a good marriage, a real one. But somewhere along the way, I couldn't tell you when, we stopped reaching for each other. Not in anger, not in pain. We just settled, like furniture settles into a room. You stop noticing it's there. I thought that was normal. I thought that's what long marriages became. I was wrong. Hank died on a Tuesday in March, heart attack in his sleep. The doctor said he didn't suffer. I woke up at 6 a.m. and he was already gone. I remember the light in the room, the way the curtains were moving. The coffee maker had already started. He'd set it the night before, like he always did. I sat on the edge of the bed for a long time, and the strangest thing is that I didn't cry, not right away. I just sat there, and I thought, the house is going to be so quiet now. And it was. For 2 years, it was the quietest place I had ever been. I want to tell you about a Tuesday morning in May, about 2 years after Hank passed. My neighbor Bill was helping me with the garden. He's 60-something, recently widowed himself, just a neighbor. A kind man with rough hands and a laugh that sounds like gravel. He handed me a trowel. His fingers brushed mine. That's it. That's the whole story. His fingers brushed mine for maybe half a second, and something in me woke up. I don't know how else to say it. It was like a light coming on in a room that had been dark for so long you forgot there were lights at all. And then came the shame. Oh, the shame was fast. I went inside. I stood at the kitchen sink and I thought, what is wrong with you? You're 73 years old. You're a grandmother. Hank has been gone barely 2 years. What are you feeling? I didn't tell anyone, not my daughter, not my friend Carol, not my doctor. I just carried it, like something embarrassing I'd found and didn't know where to put. But here's what I've learned all these years later. There was nothing wrong with me. There was nothing wrong with me at all. What I felt that morning wasn't shameful. It was the most human thing I'd felt in years, maybe decades, because what I was really feeling wasn't just physical longing, though that was there too, and I won't pretend otherwise. What I was really feeling was the desire to be present, to be in my body, to be felt and seen and real to another person. And I had starved that part of myself for so long, I didn't even know it was hungry. I've thought a lot about why. I grew up in a house where the body was managed, not celebrated. You fed it, clothed it, kept it decent. You didn't talk about what it wanted. That wasn't polite. That wasn't what good women did. And then I married young, and we built a life, and the life was full of children and work and worry and mortgage payments and parent-teacher conferences. And somewhere in all of that fullness, I lost the thread back to myself. I want to talk to the women who are where I was, not just the widows, the women in long marriages who have stopped reaching, the women who have decided, quietly, that that part of life is just over now, that they're past it, that wanting things, really wanting things with your whole body, is for younger people. I want to say this as clearly as I can. You are not past it. You have not stopped being a person with a body that wants to be alive. You have just learned to be very quiet about it. And the quieter you get, the more you disappear. I disappeared for a long time, and I didn't even know I was gone. I'm not going to tell you I found a great love after Hank. I didn't. Bill, the neighbor, and I are still just neighbors. I never told him what happened that morning, and I never will. But something changed in me after that day. I started noticing things. The way sunlight moves across the kitchen floor in the afternoon, the smell of coffee, the feeling of cold grass under my feet in the morning, my granddaughter's hand in mine when we walk. I started inhabiting my life again, fully, not watching it from somewhere slightly above. If I could go back and tell my 40-year-old self one thing, it would be this: don't manage yourself into disappearing. Stay in your body. Stay curious about what it feels. Don't be so quick to call it inappropriate or selfish or past its time. The body keeps score, and it keeps wanting long past the age you think it should. That's not a problem to solve. That's the proof that you're still here. I'm 82 years old. I have buried almost everyone I have ever loved, and I have never, not once in my younger life, felt as present in my own skin as I do right now. That's the thing nobody told me about getting old. You can wake up, even now, especially now.